He is 2 years younger than LeBron James, was drafted in the same class as James Harden and Stephen Curry. His college teammate is still playing in the NBA, yet he has already become the successor to Gregg Popovich, leading a young and talented San Antonio Spurs squad. His name is Mitch Johnson. His friends prefer to call him by another name, Maestro. The nickname Maestro was given to him by his father. His father, John Johnson, was the 7th overall pick in 1970, made the All-Star team as a rookie, was a key player on the Seattle Supersonics' 1979 championship team, and helped pioneer the point forward role. After retiring, his father coached at a high school in Seattle. In the winter of 1986, Mitch Johnson was born in that city. His mother was once a tennis player at University of Washington. John Johnson never forced his son to play basketball, but some things are simply written in DNA. In high school, Mitch Johnson was a 4-year team captain, won 2 state championships, and made the All-State team twice. His father rarely taught him how to score. Instead, he taught him how to read the game, how to think for his teammates, and how to create advantages through details. John Johnson could see that his son didn't have the athletic talent for the NBA, but he was smart, selfless, and had natural leadership. Perhaps he had a brighter future as a coach than as a player. Mitch Johnson was an excellent passer and a natural leader. That's how the nickname Maestro came to be. From high school to college, even his Stanford teammate Brook Lopez called him that. During those years, he delivered countless assists to Lopez. By the time he graduated, Johnson ranked 2nd in school history in assists and also set the single-game assist record. But his father's judgment ultimately proved correct. In the 2009 NBA draft, standing at 6'1" with average athleticism, Mitch Johnson went undrafted as expected. He spent 3 years playing in the G League in Europe before reaching a conclusion. The path of a professional player wasn't for him. It was time to follow his father's advice. His coaching journey began in college. While working part-time at the Nike Elite Camp, he met a 15-year-old DeJounte Murray, a teenager uncertain about his future. He helped Murray build an AAU team and became a mentor to him. Years later, when Mitch Johnson officially became the Spurs head coach, Murray traveled specifically to attend his press conference and congratulate him. It was a special moment, as Murray said at Johnson's introductory press conference. He's always full of love, incredibly thoughtful, very smart, patient, and deeply responsible. I'm truly grateful to him. In 2016, Mitch Johnson got his first opportunity with the Spurs G League affiliate as an assistant coach, primarily responsible for scouting opponents and analyzing game film. Players remember that as long as it helped the team, Mitch Johnson was willing to do anything. He could break down tactics on the court, and off the court, he would help carry luggage. The G League head coach, Blake Ahern, noticed that Johnson almost never showed emotional swings. Whenever tensions rose, Johnson could calm people down immediately. He had a naturally approachable presence that made others feel at ease. Eventually, Spurs head coach Gregg Popovich took notice of him. Popovich invited him to observe Spurs practices and gave him a task: help develop a young player on the roster. Johnson helped turn that player, Derek White, into a two-way guard. In 2019, Mitch Johnson officially became a Spurs assistant coach. Popovich gave him significant responsibility. When Popovich attended Tim Duncan's Hall of Fame ceremony, he appointed Johnson as acting head coach. But at the time, no one believed Johnson would actually succeed Popovich. Popovich is one of the most successful head coaches in NBA history, while Johnson's resume was still thin. Then, something unexpected happened. On November 2, 2024, the Spurs were set to host the Minnesota Timberwolves. 2.5 hours before tip-off, Johnson was informed that Popovich would not be coaching, and he would step in as the interim. At first, Johnson didn't think much of it, assuming Popovich was simply unwell. Only later did he learn that Popovich had suffered a stroke. At 75, a stroke made it clear to everyone that Popovich's era was coming to an end. But with a young core led by Victor Wembanyama, would the Spurs really entrust their future to a rookie head coach? Amid all the speculation, Popovich gave his answer. On May 2, 2025, the Spurs held a press conference. A recovering Popovich showed up in person, walked over to Mitch Johnson, took his hand, and embraced him. In that moment, the baton was officially passed, and the results have proven Popovich right. Johnson's playbook is simple, and his communication is just as direct. No wasted words. Wemby said that during timeouts, he gets straight to the point, never rambling, always efficient. Johnson also has another trait. He personally joins practice as a sparring partner. He runs pick and rolls with Wemby during training. Even years after retiring, his passing touch remains elite. After the screen, he always delivers the ball into spots only Wemby can reach, showing everyone exactly how to play with him. Johnson remembers a night in the winter of 2021, when Popovich treated the entire team to dinner. The atmosphere that night was heavy, and Popovich showed rare signs of frustration. The Spurs had gone a long time without anyone appearing at All-Star Weekend. No coaches, no players, not even participants in the skills events. A once dominant dynasty had been forgotten by the league. Johnson remembers every second of that night. By 2026, Wemby and De'Aaron Fox made the All-Star team together, while Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and Carter Bryant were selected for the Rising Stars game, with Harper and Bryant also participating in the Skills Challenge and Slam Dunk Contest. And Mitch Johnson himself stood on the sidelines as the head coach at All-Star Weekend. In that moment, he felt a flood of emotions. Just over a month after All-Star Weekend, the Spurs clinched a playoff spot 12 games early, marking their first return to the postseason since 2019. From All-Star Weekend to the playoffs, the Spurs' resurgence has been steadily taking shape. And all of this has come in Mitch Johnson's first full season as head coach. The nickname Maestro, originally given to him as a player, has taken on a new meaning. In the post-Popovich era, a new maestro has officially begun his journey.